I am sitting here with one of my favorite people, one of my favorite vocalists, Jeffrey Osborne. Welcome back to the Capitol Jazz Festival.
Oh, it's always good to be here at the It's always good to be sitting talking to you.
Oh, you're
but
so
it's always
wonderful.
good to be here at the Capitol Jazz Fest too.
Why is that?
It's just a great place to be. It's like music lovers serious music lovers. And you have such a wide variety of people. You know, there's a soul stage, there's a jazz stage, and you got this fusion of people that love music, and it's an event. It's more than just coming to listen to music. It's an event. People bring their tents, they sit out. It's a place to socialize. It's a great event, and just the music's unbelievable. I mean, they have the greatest artists here.
Talk a little bit about your relationship with George Duke.
Wow, he is so special. He was so special in my life. I left LTD in 1980. And the Lord kind of placed me in George Duke's hands. He was the first producer that I took on as a solo artist, and the producer, really. He produced my first 3 records. He allowed me to learn so much just being there in the studio with him. He encouraged me to produce my own things. He was an incredible friend and one of the most talented musicians, singers, composers. I mean, he did it all. And if it wasn't for George, I don't think I'd have a solo career that took off like it did. He was just amazing. It was, like I said, it was a blessing to just fall into George's hands. I actually did a song on an album that's going to be coming out in August. Al Jarreau was involved, and Stanley Clarke, and it's a tribute to George Duke album. So I did a song on that record, which I had recorded years ago. Didn't even realize that it was on a Clarke Duke project record. And they asked me to redo it. So I redid this song. I don't think anybody's really heard it before. And that's the song that I'm singing tonight. It's a song that I think George and Stanley wrote together. So it's just great for me. It's great to be, you know, if I can be a part of anything that has to do with George Duke, I will be there. I don't even know where I'm going to go from this point as far as looking for a producer, because he did my first 3 solo albums, he did my Christmas album, and he did my last album, which is a jazz standard record called A Time for Love. And I've always wanted to do that jazz standard record, and I finally got George to do it, and it was just an amazing piece of work. I was raised listening to jazz standards. I'm the youngest of 12, so I had to wait my turn to listen to what I wanted to listen to. So my father was a great jazz trumpet player, and all my brothers and sisters, they listened to, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Nancy Wilson, Joe Williams, Billy Armstrong. I got a chance to listen to everybody. My father was a trumpet player, so I listened to Miles, and Clifford Brown was his favorite player. And so really, my roots are more in jazz than anything, because that's what I listened to growing up.
Hearing a lot of R&B artists sing jazz, it's a little different because it's special. It's a whole different type of a vibe, but it seemed to come very naturally to you.
Well, I think the most important thing was what my father instilled in me, and he always told me that you have to respect melody. And those songs have such incredible melodies and great lyrics, and all you really have to do is sing the melody. You know, a lot of times R&B singers will try and do a jazz record and try to over-sing it, you know, and put all these licks in there, and you don't have to do that with those songs. Those songs are just so beautiful. All you have to do is sing the melody. I mean, that's, you know, my father did drop a few little pearls of wisdom. That was one of them. And one was, he said, if you want to touch me as a singer, touch me with a whole note. Don't sing all those runs. It ain't touching me. Touch me with a whole note. If you can touch me with a whole note, then I'll respect you as a singer. So I always remembered that.
That is a pearl of wisdom, for sure. Jeffrey Osborne, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to me.
Always. Anytime.
Okay. That
Anywhere.
sounds like a plan. Anywhere, anytime.
You got it.
Jeffrey Osborne and Angela Stribling for Capitol Jazz TV.